everyone, welcome to the next video in this castles series. I wasn't really sure about this page, I have to say, because sometimes I'm not in the mood for buildings and so I've been sort of procrastinating doing it, but I've been really enjoying it, so I'm really looking forward to doing this one today with you. So let's come in close and have a little look. Now I think these very regal looking turrets are great, and I am going to do them in, I was thinking just gold, but I think I might do them in gold and silver stripes because we've got this sort of stripy look. That will be fun. We're using our Castle Art Soft Touch, and I'm going to start with a dark brown. This is probably dark enough. This is the Van Dyke brown, and we're going to pick which ones we're going to have gold. Let's go with the top. Oh, so you've got these dots on, and then these have got, I don't know, let's just start at the top. So just a sort of stripe of dark brown. That line wasn't intentional, so really just on the edge, that was a bit of a mistake. Hey ho. And then fade that in like that. That top section's quite small, it's quite tricky, but the idea is really to try and make it darker on that edge and a little bit lighter towards the middle. But as I say, that top bit is tricky, so really I'm just going to put a line on the edge like that. Now it's likely that my family might be extremely noisy as they come past the door of the office here in a bit, so you might find it fun to hear them, but I have sent them all a message saying I'm about to make videos, can you be quiet? Can you just be quiet when you're walking past the door of the little office? And nobody responded, so who knows. One son's upstairs, I think he's just in the bathroom. One son is in the kitchen with my husband and they're yapping. He's only just got up for his breakfast. Husband's still down there doing jobs, which is nice. I'm going to find my next brown. I think the raw umber I tend to use for my golds in this set. It's quite good actually. Raw umber. Yeah, it's actually 20 to 10 already, and I feel like time has passed so quickly this morning. I was going to have a bit of a line. It's Friday and no one has to be out early, so my boys leave at 20 past 11ish, 11:30. Both go off to uni. Husband doesn't work on Fridays, and so I thought, oh, a bit of line. But my husband's alarm went off at 6 o'clock and woke me and my one son up. The one that sleeps on the same floor as us. Makes it sound like we live in some sort of fancy castle. We don't. We do have a very nice house, I have to say. I'm trying and decide green gold or yellow ochre, or yellow ochre then green gold. Yellow ochre then green gold. Here we go, yellow ochre. It's a tall thin house, you see. It's a townhouse and a terrace. So we have on the ground floor we have a kitchen and a cloakroom, and then on the next floor we have a little office and a lounge diner, which we use as a sort of sitting room come officey type room. The dining area has just got desks in it. Yeah. And then on the next floor up, we have our ensuite bedroom, the family bathroom, and one of my son's bedrooms, which my boys used to share. But it's not a very big room really. Could fit 2 single beds in there, but that was about it. So we converted the attic into a bedroom for my other son, so he's got quite a big room actually on the top with it's an ensuite room. There we go. Yes, green gold for our final colour. Now we want to leave some white in the middle, because you can see, maybe if you imagine now, that this could be shine, but it's a bit too big. So we're going to go over everything with this and then just leave a little white bit in the middle. And when we put the silvery bits in it, it'll hopefully work even better. So just a little bit like that. And still, hopefully, it looks shiny, but not quite as silly as that. Yeah, so they're down in the kitchen, the floor below me. want some of them, and the other one's upstairs in the family bathroom at the minute. So yeah. I also messaged him to ask him to hang the washing up. I'd washed my son's shirt. Well, he'd had his interview, he'd worn a white shirt, so I had to wash it separately, because my mum never used to wash white separately, because it's, you know, it's tricky, isn't it? But when my children started school, so my lamp's shining off that middle one, there we go, they had white polo shirts. This is ivory black. I'm going to use a teeny tiny bit on the edge of each of these. I've just noticed we've got a rim there on that one. That's okay, well, it won't be part of this. So I only want a little bit on the edge, like that. Okay, you can see it's really quite a small bit. And we'll just do that on all of these stripy bits. Yes, and then I realised after a while that when I threw them in the regular wash, they went grey, where the colour came out of the coloured clothes and just made it. So I started washing them separately with some whitening powder, or what was it? I can't remember what it's called. Is it called Vanish? Vanish? I don't know. Anyway, people will know. Now I want my next darkest grey, which I think is the cool grey. And what we're going to do again, like we did with this, is to sort of fade the colour across. So I'm going to go over the black and then extend that area a bit and then fade it. We may only use one other grey, because some of them are quite similar in intensity. Anyway, so so I started washing them separately, so that's what I did with this shirt. What I've done is I've actually bought him 5 work shirts, which are all white, or 6, so that he can have some in the wash and a clean one every day, because they also can't go in the dryer. Ooh. We don't tend to put much in the dryer really anyway, because it just shrinks everything. But it means that he needs a few. But luckily shirts dry quite quickly, and you can iron them while they're damp and hang them on a hanger to dry and things like that, so it should all work out fine. And you know, my other son was chatting to I'm trying to pick my next colour. The difficulty is, I'll show you, this is the swatch chart. So we've got the black, and I find the Paynes grey and the cool grey deep are quite similar. This is the one I use, a bit darker, but then the charcoal grey is, these 3 are more brown, and I like cool grey, so I think we're going to have to use the Paynes grey as our last grey. They're all so close. We don't have a light cool grey, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to try the Paynes grey, and I'm going to have to use it really lightly, which I can manage, but I know some people find it a little tricky. So anyway, the shirt was there, so I've asked them to hang it up, and the washing machine stopped beeping. It beeps when it's finished, so I'm hoping that means they've hung it up, but it could of course mean that they've just ignored it for so long it stopped beeping, because it only does it for a certain period of time. We'll see, but I will check at some point. But I thought I was going to get on, because today is both boys are in uni this afternoon. As I said, they leave at 1:20, and my husband and I have an afternoon together, so I'd vowed that I would free up my afternoons on a Friday so we could have time together. It's very rare. So the lamp shining off that one again, if I press it down you can see them. Now what colour do we do a building now we've done gold and silver turrets? Don't know. I'm gonna do am I? Should we do it green? A green, that sounds gross. Or does it? Purple. I'm really tempted to do it purple. I always think purple's very regal. I'm going to try it. The purples in this set are lovely. Mauve Deep I'm looking for. There it is. Mauve Deep. I think that purples go well with metallics. So I'm going to use this for all of the, I'm just looking at my colours, yeah. I'm going to use this for the walls, okay? And because again we've got these sort of rounded looking turrets, what we want to do is to try and make it a little bit more intense and darker. It's quite hard on this corner where the book is bent there, and then a bit lighter towards the centre, so less layers like that, and then the same on this one, so layering up here. Yeah, so last week I had planned that, you know, I'd have the afternoon off with my husband and we'd sort of do something or just chat or, you know, just have some time together. And of course we ended up in the morning rushing from hospital appointment to hospital appointment, and by the afternoon I had to go out on my own to get some breathing space because I was so stressed. I needed to walk, you know, I needed to walk off that adrenaline, and I'm going to put more layers in here where we've got these little lines as if it's shadowed, and then again down here. So we ended up not really having, we had the morning together, it wasn't really quality time, and then also I'd had to keep trying to keep his spirits up because he was feeling really down, and I just needed a bit of time where I could breathe. Do you know what I mean? So, but this week I felt like I didn't want to plan something because last week it didn't work. So that let's not get my hopes up that I'm trying to work out what this is under here. It looks like water. Is it water? But then there's these little bits of lines. I'm just looking. That one looks like water, and that one, and that one, and that one. I don't know. Anyway, oh, hang on, they're coming by and they haven't read my message. Hang on. It was my son coming by. Did you get my message? Yes. Did you have your shirt up? Oh, I'll go and do it. Anyway, I'm not sure about whether there's water or not on these, so I'll have a think as to what I want it to be. I think it'll look better with green than blue in contrast to the purple somehow. I don't know. As I say, I have a little think about it. Right, this one. So yeah, so I was telling husband there's this art exhibition happening, and he said, well, we could go. So I could. I don't know if it's something I'm that interested in, but you know, but we'll see. Yeah, as I say, we'll see. But I could make him walk a little bit then, you see. He's so naughty for not walking, and he really needs to. And there's a little garden out the back of the museum, so I could suggest we have a little walk. I mean, it's not very long, wouldn't be a very long walk, but it would be better than none, wouldn't it? I think for someone who barely does any little bit, it's good, you know. It's supposed to snow today. I'm really excited. Well, it depends who you believe. The weather on my tablet, which I think is Google weather, I'm not sure, says snow. It says a bit of sleet this afternoon, turning to snow this evening, and it'll snow all evening. BBC weather says it's going to rain this afternoon, and then it's going to turn to sleet this evening, not snow. Now, we live really low, so we don't get a lot of snow because, you know, snow tends to fall more on the hills. It's warmer lower down. However, we do live in a valley, and sometimes that makes us more likely to get snow. It's weird. The weather isn't weather weird. Anyway, let me have a look. I'm just going to sit back and have a little look at that. It's not bad. I might come back and play with it, but I want to do those bits that I've missed. I want to do a little bit darker. We've got a mulberry, which is a really dark colour, and I'm going to do like this bit. Like that. I'm going to make it lighter in the middle, like that, and then these bits as well. So yesterday Johanna sort of did a cover reveal of her book, which we'd seen anyway because it's been on Amazon for a while, and it's actually been released for pre-order in the US at last. It had been on UK Amazon for weeks and weeks, and so that was nice. And she shared a picture from the inside, which was a little floral bunny rabbit, and also another floral circle type picture. So I was looking at the comments, which was interesting. I'm just going to go back to this mauve deep and just do this bit here where I've missed it by the door. And someone was like, I didn't like World of Flowers, I don't like this idea for a book, Wonderful Wildflowers. And I think, no, that's fair. Some people aren't loving it, that's fair enough, but why would you comment that? You know, it's too late now. She's not going to withdraw it or, you know, do something different. And it's fair enough for people going, oh, I'd love you to do another book like Small Victories, for example, which people are putting, or some people have put, which is that's different, saying I'd like you to do this rather than saying I don't want you to do what you've now already done. It was a little bit odd, but you know, that's you know. Right, I'm trying to find Purple Lake. Is that Purple Lake? That's weird. Look at the end of that. That looks quite reddish to me. But, and look at the end where the pink is bleeding into the wood. And yet, is that? I'm going to use it for the door. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so what I'm trying to do is I'm thinking if I can give husband a little chore to do to get him out of the chair every so often, get him moving, that'd be good. But what he really needs to do is to find something that he devises. I'm doing that bit as well, that suits him, because I think you can't necessarily decide what's good for somebody else, if you know what I mean. I think I'm going to do the steps in a grey. We have got some grey in at the top. Probably I'm going to use the Paynes grey actually, which we used already. Just because I think they would sort of be a concrete or stone. Now is that one step, and that's the front and that's the top? I think it is. So I'm going to colour that in a bit darker, because it would be shadowed like that, a little bit dark on the edges. Now, do you think this is water with two little stones in it? That's how I'm going to colour it. I've got this idea. I don't know if it's going to work, but we'll see. I'm going to use the cool grey first to do the two little stones, like that. Then I'm going to do this. I'm going to grab my mauve deep, and I'm going to put some reflection in the water of the building like this. So a sort of side to side movement, so it looks like it's sort of ripply, like that. Here, we would still see that tower, but sort of be on there. We'd see the step. Let's grab the cool grey again and do that sort of step bit, like that. And then we need this sort of watery colour. I'm going to go for the teal green light. Is that it there? Yeah. Oh, I just doesn't want to come out. Teal green light. And just go over it all, including the coloured bits, not the rocks, but does it look like reflections? And what I think it sort of does. I'm going to put a bit more down. Yeah, so I'm excited about Johanna's new book, and she's going to do a flip through as soon as she can. Someone asked me actually, can I let them know as soon as the flip through is available? Of course, but Johanna hasn't finished drawing the book yet. She said she's still got a couple of pages to go. It's going to be a little while until we get a flip through. Now the windows I feel need to be grey. I don't want them to be black, but I feel they need to be I think a yellow wouldn't quite work. I am going to use the Purple Lake Deep though to do my door handles. There we go. So I'll show you what to do with the windows. I'm going to use the cool grey. Now this is a Johanna Basford colouring technique. So I'll show you on the big one because it's easier. So leave a white bit on the edge and then colour in that bit. And do the same on this one. So the white bit is sort of on the same edge each time. Like that. And then it looks, it's quite hard when they're small. Oh, I did that one wrong. Should have done it like that. Never mind. It kind of looks like they're shiny. Oh, I didn't do it on that one at all. Like that. As I say, it's quite hard when they're so small. But I'm doing my best. There we go. Have sort of grey windows. You might want to use a slightly lighter grey, but as I say, there isn't really one in this set. There isn't really a light grey. So there is our next one. Oh, it's very purple, isn't it? I think it's okay, but I don't think I'm going to do our next one purple, that's for sure. Anyway, thank you for watching today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and happy colouring.